Hello Sumit, welcome back to my channel. So this is a continuation of how to make a short with a zipper fly and a waistband. It is super comfortable, and that was the goal I wanted to achieve. So this is the sewing part. Let's get started. These are the pockets. I've gone ahead to, if you've seen part one, you know I said I made a mistake and I joined the pocket back, right? So I've gone ahead to join the pockets, and these are the pockets. You can see the joinings I made. I went ahead to iron it properly. If you don't know how to attach a pocket to a pant, I'll be dropping a video of that in my channel also, a very detailed video for beginners. Okay, so now we'll go back to the pockets later. Right now I want to show us how to cut the zipper fly. So I have two pieces of paper here. So it is measuring 8 inches long per one, 2 inches wide. So one of it is on fold. This one is on fold, then the other one is just single. Okay, so for the one that is single, I'm going to measure like 1.5 inches upwards, then I will create a curve. Okay, so let's call the one that I made a curve on fly piece 1, and the one that is on fold fly piece 2. So you can see me cutting out the curve from fly piece 1. Okay, so I'm just going to use these ones to cut on the fabric I'm working on. So here is the fabric. I'm gonna head to cut on the fabric. I added 1/4 of an inch round the fly piece 1 for joining allowance. Okay, so I went ahead to iron a stay on it also, so please take note of that. I will also be dropping a very detailed step-by-step video of the zipper fly on my channel. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to rush it a little bit, but those that can grab it can also grab it. So I went ahead to join it together. Please don't mind the iron stain on the fly piece I'm already working on. My iron almost burnt it, so I'm just going to notch it. After that, after sewing it round, I'll go ahead and notch it, flip it to the right side. Then I'm going to go to my pressing table and give it a very good press and come back. So here I've gone ahead to press, and now we want to start sewing the zipper fly. Okay, so now we just finished pressing fly piece 1. Now on fly piece 2, you're going to run one side of it and flip it back to the right side. You are joining it, like you're closing it up. Okay, and that part you're closing up, that's the part that is going to come under when you're attaching it to your pants. Okay, so now this is what we have. I've gone ahead to close it. So now you can see how I'm placing the zipper upside down. So now the side of the zipper that has the head where you open the zip is facing the upper part of the fly piece 2 that I did not join, I did not close. Please take note of that. So you place your zipper this way on the fly piece 2 and you run a straight stitch, attaching the zipper and the fly piece 2 together. Okay, don't forget the part that has an opening for the fly piece 2 is the part where the zipper head is. Okay, take note of that. So after that, this is what we have. We're going to bring our pants together. Then we are going to attach the fly piece 1. We're attaching it to the right hand side of the pants. Okay, so please take note of all the steps I'm measuring. Then we are now going to go straight to the sewing machine and attach the fly piece 1 together with the pants. Don't forget, you are placing it to the wrong side of the pants. Okay, you are placing the fly piece to the wrong side of the pants to attach it together. Take note of that also. Then after attaching it together, the next thing we want to do now, I will go straight to my ironing table and also press it very well. Then on the fly piece number 2, we are going to attach it to the other side of the pant also. So we're doing it right side facing right side. Take note of that too. Right side facing right side. We will go ahead and attach fly piece number 2 to the left hand side of the pant. Okay, and I hope you're not lost at this point, but just follow all the points and you'll understand it, all the steps I'm taking It's very easy to do. So now you can see that I've added it. So what I will do now, I'm just going to go ahead. This is the other part that we've attached fly piece 1 onto. Don't forget fly piece 1 to the right, fly piece 2 to the left. Okay, so I'm gonna head to iron the both of them neatly, like the fly piece are relaxing inside. This is what it looks like. You can see the joining on the inside. So I've ironed the fly piece to the wrong side of the pant. I've also ironed the other fly piece to the wrong side of the pant. The other side, both of the fly piece are ironed to the wrong side of the pant. So what I want to do now is to top stitch so that I will hold the fly piece inside. The fly piece will remain inside, like the wrong side of the pant. So I'm just going to go ahead and top stitch both sides of the pant and fly piece together. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. I share very detailed videos here, very good for beginners. You can go through my channel and you can see for yourself. I take my time to explain my videos. If you're returning subscribers, thank you very much. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. I really appreciate. So you can see me pressing. Please don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Thank you so much. So here I am still pressing. I'm doing a top stitch on the fly piece that I have added, okay, so that it can relax on the wrong side of both pants. Okay, so after doing that, now the next thing you want to do now is to now place the fly piece one side on top of the fly piece two. Okay, please pay attention. So when you place it on it, you make sure that the fly piece one, make sure that it is covering the zipper where the fly piece two is. Make sure that when you flip it on the other side, it is covering it, because you see zipper fly on pants, trousers, shorts, you don't see the zipper. Okay, so you make sure that your fly piece is covering it. So you are now going to join the fly piece one and the other side of the zipper together. Remember that we've only added the zipper to fly piece 2, okay? And there's another side, there's the right side of the zipper left to be attached to fly piece 1. So that's what we're doing here. And when you're doing it, make sure that you are pushing the fly piece 2 to the side so that you don't attach everything together. At this point, it's just the zipper and the fly piece 1 you are adding together, which is the curved part of the fly piece. Okay, so now after joining it together, I'll flip it to the right side. This is what you have. Can you see how neatly done it is turning out? So after that, you put it on top each other. Then you are going to go ahead and join the crotch area of the pant, okay, the center of the pant. So I'm just going to run a straight stitch quickly, join the center of the pant so we can go to the next phase together without wasting our time, because the video is already getting too long. Okay, so after closing the crotch of the pants, it's same thing you do for skirts, the same thing you do for your whatever you're doing, that you're adding a zipper fly. So I've joined that. Can you see what we have? The next thing you want to do now is to press the fly piece down with the main pants. So you're just going to run a curve according to the curve of the fly piece 1. You know the fly piece 1 is curvy, so we're going to follow the curve. Okay, so from the upper part, I'm just going to tighten it, then I will run a straight stitch down, getting to the end of the zipper. I'm going to curve it and make sure that the curve you're making is before, you know, that silver button that is holding the zipper together at the lower part. Don't pass that place. Okay, so it is just before that place you will tighten your thread. So after running it, after pressing it down, this is what we have. So this is what we have. You can see how neatly done it is, and our zipper fly is done. Very easy to make. You can see how easy it is. So right now we're done with the zipper fly. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is the pocket. So what you have to do, you will go ahead and grab your pocket. This is what it looks like on the inside, and this is what it looks like on the right side. So we'll grab our pocket and fix our pockets together. So here is the pocket with me. So what you have to do now, just place it. Make sure that you're placing the one for the right side for the right side, the one for the left hand side for the left hand side. I'm going to make a very, very detailed video on how to attach or how to attach a pocket to a pant for beginners, because I figure that most people are struggling with it. So I'm going to do that. So after placing it correctly, I'm going to join it. You can see what I'm doing. You can see I'm placing the pocket, I'm arranging it, and I'm making sure that this pocket is for this right hand side of the short. Okay, so after realizing that this is the pocket for this right side of the short, I'm going to flip it right side facing right side, and I will go straight to my sewing machine and join it together. So after joining it together, this is what we have. Okay, so I'm going to do a top stitch again. Now remember that when you're top stitching, you are top stitching the joining to the lining part of the fabric you're working on. So in this case, the pocket is like the lining part of this part of that we're working on. So I'm joining the two joining. Now I'll flip it to the pocket side and top stitch on it. So after top stitching like this, the next thing I will have to do now is to go ahead and flip the pocket inside accordingly. Can you see what I'm doing? So you turn it to the wrong side, then you place it accordingly. Then I'm going to close this other part of the pocket that's open. So I'll just run a straight stitch and close it down. It is very, very easy to make. If you have any question at this point, please ask me. I like being asked questions. So I've gone ahead to hold that side of the pocket, and this is what we have. So I'm just going to arrange it properly and hold the waist part down with pin. Okay, I'm going to hold the pocket to the main pant, which is the waist part. I will hold it down with pin so that it is easier for me to work on, or you can just run a straight stitch to hold them down. Okay, so this is what we have. You can see how nice it is coming out. So on the side, you can see that the side of the pocket is open. So I'm just going to go to the sewing machine and I will run a straight stitch, pressing that place together, pressing the pocket to the main pant. Okay, so after running the straight stitch like this, now we are done with the pocket. It is so simple to make. So once we are done with the pocket like this, I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other side of the pant. Can you see what we have? So I will repeat the same thing for the other side of the pant. I'll fix the pockets, then we can go to the next phase together. So here I've gone ahead to fix both pockets. Can you see what we have, how neatly done it is? So the next thing you want to do when making a trouser, the first thing you have to join together is the crotch. So I will go ahead and join the crotch together for the back, right? So for the back now, we're joining the crotch together. So I'll put it right side facing right side, and I'm just going to run a straight stitch straight to the waistline. Then after joining it, I will bring the back and front together. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support, especially my returning subscribers. You're the reason why I am still here, and I really appreciate. So after joining the crotch, now putting the front and back together, then I will spread the crotch area of both the front and back together. I'll place them on each other. I will make sure that the both joining, they are facing one side. So I'm pulling. How I join my trouser, I don't sew on the crotch joining, no. So I will pull the joinings together. So I will push it to one side, then I will sew. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to run a straight stitch and sew it all through. Then after that, I'm going to push those joining. Can you see what I'm doing? I will push it to this other side again and continue sewing. So I'm not sewing on it. That way it relaxes very well for me. That's why I do it like that. So after joining the crotch area of the shorts like this, the next thing you want to go ahead to do is to join both sides. So I'm going to quickly do that so that we can go to the next phase of the video. It's really not hard. Just put both sides together. Don't forget that you are joining with half an inch, please. Don't use more than half an inch for any of your joining, okay? If not, the short will be too small for you, especially the waist part. That's exactly your measurement, okay? So after joining everything together, this is what we have. The short is already coming out nicely. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm just going to flip it to the right side. Then I will open it up. I'll open the zip up, measure the waist round so that we can get the band. Okay, so before you add the band to anything you're making, whether skirt, whether trouser, you would have joined it together. Then you now measure the waist round for you to know the exact measurement, the full length of the band that you're cutting. Okay, so that's exactly what I did here. So I measured the waistline round after opening it up. Then whatsoever measurement I got, I went to measure it. You know, from the beginning of the video in part 1, I already cut out the band from the beginning because I was working with just 1 yard. I'm working with just 1 yard of fabric and I wanted to be on the safer side. So I cut this one aside before cutting the main part. So now, and whatsoever measurement I got, measuring the short round, I'll fold my tape into 2 because the fabric is folded into 2. Then I went ahead to add extra 1 inch. It is meant to be extra half inch. I would have added because I already folded the fabric into 2. Okay, so I went ahead to cut. After cutting it, what you want to do is to put both sides. The band is 5 inches wide. Okay, take note of that. So what you want to do now is to go ahead and fold both sides of the band and run a straight stitch. Do the same thing for the other side of the band. You run a straight stitch. Then after that, you're going to go to your table, flip it to the right side and give it a very good press. So after pressing it, this is what we have. So I'm cutting out the excess zipper we have at the upper part of the waistline so that I can fix my band. So when you're fixing your band, there are different ways to attach your band, okay? But this is how I like attaching my band more because I don't want to weave the waistline most times, especially if I'm not working with an elastic waistline, okay? So you open up the band, okay? Place it on the waistline of the trouser, then you start pinning it down. Okay, you see what I'm doing? You are opening it up. So you're not pinning the band completely. It is only one side of the band we are sewing first. Then we'll now come back and sew the second side of the band. So you place it on it like so. You tighten it, then you sew. As you're sewing, please, you are spreading the band open. Take note of that. You can see what I'm doing. See how I'm opening the band? Okay, so that's how you open it as you sew. Then you sew it all through to the other end of the video and of the pants. And when you're done, you go ahead and tighten it. So now we've attached only one part of the band. The second part of the band, we've not attached it. So this is what we have. So what you would do, you push the one you've joined now, you push it inside, you fold the other part of the band on top. So it means that you are covering the stitches that you've made now, you're covering it with the other part of the band. Can you see what we have? You're folding it on top the other joining you've just done. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. I will go ahead and pin it all round. Please watch what I'm doing carefully. So you pin it this way. So I'll go off camera and pin it all around because it takes a lot of time to do. So I'll go ahead and pin it all around. And after pinning it all around, we will go ahead and sew it together. It is very easy to work on. So if you're still watching at this point, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe once again. So here now I've gone ahead to pin it round. Can you see what we have? So we are now going to go to the machine and sew it. And please, when you're sewing, you are sewing in between the lines, okay? In between the stitches you've done before. Can you see what I'm doing? You're not making another stitch. The first stitch you use in attaching the other side of the band, it is same stitch you are sewing on. So as you are sewing it, you're spreading it. You can see what I'm doing. As you're sewing, you're spreading it. As you're sewing it, you're spreading it. It's just like you're making invisible stitches, so you don't have thread at the waist of your shorts. Okay, so after doing that, we are completely done with fixing the band. So this is what we have. I'll go ahead and remove all the pins from it, and our band is ready. So here now, this is the short. You can see how neatly done it is. So the next thing I will do now is to fold the hem of the shorts together. I'll go ahead and add button to the waistline. Then I went ahead to fold the hem of the shorts. So what you do, you make sure that when you're folding it, you don't fold more than the extra inches you added to the full length of the short. Remember, I added 2 inches. So I'm going to fold 1 inch inside twice. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? I went ahead to fold it all around and I ran a straight stitch on it. I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. Okay, so I'm repeating it for the other side, and that brings us to the end of the video. You can see how nice it is on my body. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.